to Cowabunga Corner. In this episode, we are talking about East Meets West, the first 5 episodes of Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. We're going to go over the plot, the characters, and the acting of the series. The plot of this is basically the introduction of the Next Mutation, where we get rid of the Foot Clan and we bring in the new villains and a new lead character to be with the Turtles. My personal feeling about this is East Meets West is not my favorite episodes of Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, though it is a good start for the Next Mutation. It's basically going in there and getting the groundwork of where we're going with the series. But they get rid of the Foot way too easy. The Foot's like, hi, we're the joke of the series, and they're gone. The Turtles fought them for many years, and yet they are wiped out. So the other thing is we are introduced to the new characters. So we have Venus and Dragon Lord, and we need to fight the rank. That is the main storyline. Character-wise, we have Michelangelo. He's the silly goofball. He's not my favorite Michelangelo of all the series, but he's there. He's the flirt. He really likes Venus in these first 5 episodes. Then we got Donatello. Really well worked out Donatello. He's into his science. He still goofs off with Mike like the movies. They're very close brothers. And he doesn't believe in magic, which really works with scientific type characters. They're not into the fantasy as much. Then we got Raph. High temper, so we're looking more at the movie style Raph, where he's blowing up at Leo and they're having their fight. The series starts off laying that ground that their relationship is a fight. So we start off with Raph and Leo fighting. And they even have their fight in the 5th episode where it's just the 2 of them sparring. Then there's Leonardo. Leo. What can I say about Leo? He's missing something. He's definitely missing something. He doesn't have that leadership role. He's definitely trying to be the main student with breaking bricks. He's got a cute scene there, but he's just there. He doesn't play a huge role, to me at least, in East Meets West, in making a difference with the show. He comes with the way of the turtle, but it's really just the way things have always been. So, yeah, there's Leonardo in his little shell, in his little fantasy world of talking to a turtle and threatening Dragon Lord. But, we're going to go on to Venus de Milo. In the first 5 episodes, I don't really feel like Venus's character is developed as much as it can. She's just lost her master, where there's a few scenes where you see her depressed about that, but it's when he's brought up. She has just moved from China to New York, and she's already trying to talk in slang. That's cool type line, where she says that's cold instead. She's messing up on slang, but she speaks very good English, so it's all a matter of joking off of her, and I think that was handled wrong. I like Venus, and I feel that she really had potential, and they took it away from her. I wanted to see her actually developing and to know each of the brothers. Instead, we see a relationship starting between her and Leo when she's supposed to be sisters, and Leonardo admits, oh, we're not really brothers, we're pet shop turtles. Yeah, that's going back to going, huh, with the series. But we then go on to our villains. We have the Foot Soldiers. Batman criminals from the old 1960s TV series of Batman. All you're missing is the pow and bam, basically popping up on the screen with every punch. They're a huge joke. Their fight scenes are jokes. Their talking are jokes. The rat had a stick. They are really pathetic, and I never saw the Foot as pathetic as these guys are supposed to be. Shredder's supposed to be an elite ninja who came here and trained an elite ninja crew. What we got was street thugs who don't know one thing about karate. Then there's the Shredder himself. not developed at all. He's there just to yell at the foot, and then his way of being defeated, if done right, it could have looked cool, but the costume and the acting right there just did not work. And I'm sorry, Shredder, but you are not the Shredder that I will look at when I think of Shredder. Then we have the rank. How foot soldiers should be. The fight scenes you expect, with a few areas where you're still going, it's a Batman show, because come on, the turtles sliding themselves like a bowling ball into a pile of rank is not something wise to do in a fight scene with things that have weapons and are trying to eat you. And second command inside the rank is Wick, who seems to be the only dragon that is tiny and looks like he's more dragon than human. So we got this little critter that's cracking wise jokes. Wick is not a fighter, or at least it does not seem that way inside the series. He is more of the comic relief and also brains for Dragon Lord, as he sits there and just talks away during fights and makes comment. Dragon Lord is a very strong, very dominant type character when you look at him. If you see the turtles run and kick him and he don't budge, you think, oh wow, this is going to be one cool villain. But then he also feels inside these first few episodes underdeveloped, as he only seems to want to eat the turtles. There's so much more a villain could do besides wanting to eat turtles, and yeah, he says he's going to do everything after he eats the turtles, but you think he'd start laying out some plans towards that. At least he was smart enough to have his group get a base before going after their dinner. Now we go into the acting. The acting of this show is, well, awesome for a Saban show. Yeah. But inside this, it felt a little rushed. Like there was things where they were going to keep going and it was cut. So it's either going to be in the acting, the director's area, or it's the editing department that made this feeling there. I really like the actors in this series. I know they've done fantastic episodes. But East meets West, all 5 episodes do not land in the areas where I see the best acting. And sometimes it's not the actor's fault, it's more the voiceover department's fault, where you're going to see Raph's mouth moving and the lines not matching up. A good example of this goes to his very first fight with the foot in episode 1, where he goes, you put a scratch in the bike and your foot in the bill. If you watch the lip syncing on it, it does not match up at all. And it's very obvious to where a kid can point out, hey, why does the mouth start moving before the voice comes in? And why does the voice still go when the mouth is done? That's the biggest mistake area, but there's other areas throughout the series also where during fight scenes they don't bother to put the actors in there. The stunt doubles are doing the actions, the voices are there, but there is no mouth movement whatsoever. And you got full lines like Raph going, yeah, Splinter! And it's more like, yeah, Splinter! Because there's no mouth movement whatsoever. So I like the acting later in the series, and I know this was not the first episode filmed, but it had the feeling like it was the first episode filmed. Overall, I love the Next Mutation, though these episodes I've watched a handful of times. And I think they could have been done better, but they're an awesome start for the series because they introduce everyone as needs to be done, and we have 5 episodes to do so instead of like 2 or 3. I would like to hear your reviews. Let me know what you think of the first 5 episodes of Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. And I'll be looking forward to that. Please do not forget that at this time we do have the Cowabunga raffle going, where you can get the crossover of Flaming Carrot versus the Ninja Turtles. So autographed along with a few other Ninja Turtle items. All you have to do is reply to any of the Cowabunga Corner's blogs posted at this time before the date listed below.